Hi, my name is Tomasz and I'm a sales leader for DACH region. Today I will speak about the document workflow management using NAVIGATOR system. In details I will describe the invoice workflow. So let's have a look how easy and effortless the whole process could be using OCR and machine learning module. So here's the view when you enter the system. I'm logged in as Angela Evans, a secretary in the company Fructon GmbH, a company that produces juices. On the right side we see pending documents waiting for her action. In the middle, there are latest updates from her organization, and on the left side, in the menu, we see the modules that she has access to. What I will do today, I will register a new invoice and we will follow each of the steps in the workflow until the final approval. So I click Documents, Documents, and I will add the new purchase invoice. Let's say on Angela's desk there are several documents, several scanned invoices, and I will just pick up one, let's say the first one, and using the Optical Character Recognition function, I will need to fill the form manually. So with the great support from OCR, the majority of the information was updated, and I will click the document date to see from where exactly the information was recognized. The missing information is payment, so I'll scroll down and I see the 14 days. Let's click and select the transfer 14 days. What makes 21st of January 2020? The calculation was done automatically, so I basically don't need to change anything. And I will save the document. An interesting feature is that Robert Gilman was automatically chosen as the right person for this workflow process. And I will delete Robert and see that with 94% of probability, no, Robert is that is correct person for that process. It is because it is not the first time that we buy the insurance from Allianz, and what happened that Robert was always accepting the document, and system learns and advise that Robert with 94% of probability is the correct person. And I believe right now we are ready to move to the next step. Before I do this, I want to present you another interesting feature of the OCR function. It is worth mentioning that the OCR deals perfectly with all the documents regardless of the language. Let me show you quickly how it works. I will demonstrate an example of an invoice in German. So the entire process is the same. I'm attaching a document in German. I click the OCR. And as you can see, all the information, like previously, all the information was updated, and I can save the document. So right now I will move back to the previous invoice, the one in English, and continue the process. Angela registered the document, but Angela, of course, is not the only person in the process, in the workflow process. There are many other people responsible for the document. Let's have a look. Who are those people? So the first person is Robert Gilman. Robert Gilman is responsible for substantive control of the document. When I click diagram, I see we are at this point of substantive control. What already happened is the registration, and Angela did. And what I'm sure we have to do further, there will be extra approval required from a superior person, because the total amount of the invoice is higher than €1,000. And at the last step, the last point, we have a formal control. And at this point of the formal control, the process ends. So I will close that one, and I will log in as Robert Gilman in order to accept the document or reject or make another decision. So Robert Gilman, so Robert can accept the document here, or from the workflow position, accept the document, reject the document, and there are 3 other possibilities available for Robert. He can consult the document or forward the document to another person in the organization. In this scenario, I will just consult this document with Zoe Roberts, and I will ask her with a short question, what do you think? And consult. So the workflow will move to Zoe Roberts. I will log in as Zoe Roberts now. Access the document, and after checking the document if everything is okay, Zoe decided to answer Robert with a short answer, even shorter. It is okay. So the workflow will move back to the workflow process moved to Robert. So I will log in as Robert. And with the answer from Zoe, I can just accept the document. And let's have a look what happened next. The next is an extra approval from Anthony Hill. As I said, the total amount was higher than €1,000, so with the diagram, on the diagram we show that the extra approval is required. So Anthony Hill, as a superior, as a supervisor, needs to approve that request, needs to approve that invoice. Again, I will log in this time as Anthony Hill. I will just access the document, check the workflow, and accept. So Anthony Hill accepts the document, and the document moved to financial department. There are 4 people working in the financial department: Taylor Oakley, Joe McNeil, Jason Miller, and Jake Edwards. It really does not matter who from those people will accept the document. All have the same rights, all have the same permissions. So in the scenario where Taylor Oakley is on holidays or Joe McNeil is on a sick leave, Jason Miller can still accept the document. So I will log in as Jason Miller. And accept the document. So now the whole process is completed. In just few clicks, we've registered and approved the invoice. The entire workflow process was paperless and convenient for each of the team members. And what is most important, the Navigator system allows you to customize the workflow the way you need it.